Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to my live commentary of Guilty Crown until we reach live reaction about two-thirds of the way. We're on episode 2 now. Anyhow, my name is Cool Guy for you. Let's continue on. Probably stuff I should have waited until the opening. But he's just using powers. Jeez. Okay, now the opening. The beautiful sounding opening. My gosh. The singing in this, just amazing. Alright, so I'm very spooked about this series. Redoing it as a mixed reaction. I'm going to try to understand it and absorb it as best I can. And I'm sorry if I don't understand something, but if I don't understand something, I will go and consult the wiki and then continue on. So far we have Shu and Inori and Guy and GHQ and the Apocalypse virus and Japan itself being kind of dependent on all other nations. Apocalypse virus 10 years ago, GHQ government organization, and Guy, he leads what I misrecalled as a group called the Rapture or something, but he leads the funeral parlor organization, which I guess we'll see more of. I suppose it's a rebel group opposing GHQ, obviously with things that happened. So yeah, we got Shu, who has the power of the kings, extract voids, that thing that shattered the survival of the fittest. So that's, yeah, this went way over my head the first time, but I only got 2/3 through the show, so we're gonna give it a new go. Scrambled there. Mechas. Look at that. Yeah, and I'm watching dub because I'm not going to be able to keep up with sub. So the void dismantled and has returned. That was a void. When someone says you have 15 seconds, do as he says. Oh, her and those echo ears. Fan servicey. Blondie locks. So they're like unconscious but in sync with some of the mechas. Absolutely bizarre. And then the Neko girl is like overseer of their battle units. That guy wanted more action. Fan service. Meanwhile, GHQ. So Endeleves are the mechas, and what's his name again? The blondie. Holy heck. Ego mode. Somebody's on a high horse. Power trip. Jeez. Inori's even fan servicey. There's Guy. I'll have to look up the other blondie's name. Okay, I might have a thing for Guy. Yeah, her character design is fan servicey. I'm remembering things. Oh. Void genomes. That was a mistake. For him. Oh, that's not good. One of three. Power. Maybe I said a little too much, a little too early in this episode, because he explained some of it. Ooh. Kind of a secular statement. So, okay. The other blondie is Daryl. Okay. Is that Okabe? So this guy is kind of like Lelouch. That guy with the specs is totally Okabe. He sounds a bit different, but I think that's Okabe from the dub. Steins Gate. Anyhow. So they got all sorts of secret locations. Well. Good gosh. Total violence. Oh. So anyone can become the enemy of the powers that be. That's a true New World Order type concept. This guy has raid issues. This guy's a pathetic dirtbag. Up his nose. Kicking a girl. Because of a dang flower. And in front of her kid. Wow. Do they have no conscience? No morals? This is a total New World Order type concept. Anyone declarable as being needed to be eliminated. That is insane. Oh boy. They were prepared. Time for some fun. After you punted a woman in the face and murdered her. What the heck, Daryl? What the heck, Daryl? In front of her kid, because she didn't want her husband to get killed off. That's really nice of you, dirtbag. Holy moly. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. They got a total operation going on. Good detail on the mecha. Daryl's a dirtbag. Oh. Yeah, they're the terrorists. Then who's the terrorists? Threatening to chemically attack the populace. Dirtbags. Here we go. Guy is showing himself to the enemy. That's pretty gutsy. Another secular nod. I don't think Guy is Lelouch. I think I'm just imagining things. Or hoping. And seeing the connection. She belongs to him. So he was part of the plan. So we got a new void. Kaleidoscope. Like a boss, just standing there. Ooh. Bouncing around. Created a reflective shield around themselves, so eventually it would just harm them. How did they know which void the other guy had? That was dependent on that. Dependent on that void. They annihilated the enemy. And there's the beautiful song starting. I love all these songs from this show. Absolute heart into this. Hope. Hope amidst the destruction. Oh, chills. He can change the world if he joins the rebels. Funeral parlor. So did they capture the blondie? Oh, he refused. Okay. Transfer student. Inori. Shut your mouth, dude. Okay, that was the episode. I'm such a fan of this singing. I've heard it so much outside of the show, even though I never finished the show. Maybe some I even haven't heard, but as far as I remember, I got around 2/3 through. So long as I recognize it as a live commentary, I'll keep it such. But at some point, we're going to run into live reaction. And with this episode, I remembered a couple more things that go down later, and certain things later on. I'm remembering certain events. So interesting. Shu did not join Funeral Parlor, but he did help them with that one showdown. And they really needed his help to alter the world and fight on their side, the rebel side, versus the GHQ. But they secured that area. They eliminated all the enemy forces. And I don't know what happened to Blondie. If his people rescued him, or if they took him hostage. That guy was such a dirtbag. I got mad this time. The first time around, I don't think I got mad. I think this time it was more so because I was on camera. But that's absolute trash. They can declare anyone to be eliminated based upon a health thing. Her concern was for her husband. Anyone in their right mind wouldn't want such a person to be killed off. And with her child there, this dirtbag Daryl, I believe he was called, the Blondie, the absolute psycho ego mode dude, who's on a very high on his high horse, just on a total power trip, psychopath. They're gonna eliminate some people, and he just had some stupid flower thing, dandelion or whatnot, some kind of flower or whatever, and the woman messed it up by going to him. She recognized him as a figure of power, and made the request, hey, help him, he's not sick, he's gonna be killed off. And this dirtbag was only caring about his flower that got wrecked. The flower would have wilted away very fast. The person is what should have held value, let alone her as well. But total power trip just for her, whatever, talking to him, making the request, messing his flower up or whatever. Because of that, he decides to assassinate her, to murder her in front of her child. So both parents go, so the child sees both parents get eliminated. Wow. But I was getting some New World Order vibes from this. Them having the power to pick and choose who they want to kill off. They can label somebody something and be able to kill them off. And, not even for population control reasons, which is what it would be outside of anime. But, there it's just they have the power to, with whatever's going on, all the health stuff, the apocalypse virus that happened 10 years ago, and whoever gets sick has to get eliminated, I guess. Maybe there will be way more information on it. But yeah, I gotta write down the new names, definitely. So I'll probably consult the wiki to get down more of the names so I know them better. I got Daryl because Daryl stuck with me. Um, Daryl the dirtbag. What a jerk! Absolute dirtbag. Oh, not only that, and that was that was you know maybe some of the worst of it because he killed her off. But before that, shoves her to the ground. He stomps on her and he kicks her and he punts her in the face. Now, if you're a dude, that should irritate the heck out of you. If you see something like that, that really tees me off. And you know what? There was something about there was something about that in real life as well. Unfortunately, there was something like an article where it said there was some woman in the streets or somewhere being beaten by a man, and everybody, all the other guys around, just stood and watched the guy beat her up. Now, that's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Someone ought to do something. Obviously, it would be very difficult in the heat of the moment type thing. But my good gosh, if you see if, this Daryl person, if you see a dude punting a mother in the face in front of her child, it's on. It's on. I'm telling you, it's on. It is on. I'm pretty sure that should set a fire. That should kindle a fire of righteousness into someone. Something like that. That really is irritating. And do let me know, Guilty Crown fans, or whatever the case, first time watchers of it, me being second time around until we reach the point where I didn't continue. But let me know if that irritated you. Let me know if that irritated you, because that sure as heck irritates me. When you see female or a little girl, something like that, that's just irritating. It's built in. It's built in. The righteous fury is built in. Kindles your anger when you see trash like that. That is really irritating. I almost want to watch it again. But if what I saw was correct, shoves her, stomps on her, kicking her, and also I do believe what I saw was him punting her in the face. That is just in front of her child. That really does the trick for me. If you want to get a dude fired up, you pick on a chick and in front of her dang child as well. So her child gets to see her parent, whatever, boy or girl, I forget now, whatever the case, the child got to see its father, boy or girl, its father get shot, murdered, assassinated, whatever. Saw that. Also saw this dude in such a power trip position, shove his mom, her mom, shove his mom, kick, stomp, punt in the face. In the face? You've got to be kidding me. I wish I was even more angry, but I've got it down pat. I've got it down pat this time. But that kind of stuff, if that kind of stuff would have continued, I probably would have gotten way more irritated. But really good episode with that. That makes you really hate that guy. Absolutely hate him. So it's a good character to hate. Punting a child's mother in the midst of that child. Punting her in the face. Wow. And for the kid to grow up in that world, thinking that is normal, that is acceptable. Wow. But anyhow, it was interesting, the New World Order type vibes from it, from this episode. How the world is, how they can declare anyone to be eliminated, to have that power. Very interesting. Very, very interesting and fascinating. Just as a basic topic on population control type thing, look up the Georgia Guidestones. Study that for a slight smidgen of time. Very fascinating. Very fascinating. It's a interesting concept, interesting stuff. It's a biblical concept, New World Order, everything back to Babel, babble, bobble. And it seems fastly approaching every single day. Absolutely crazy, but very interesting as well. So anyhow, yeah, one of the goals of the New World Order is obviously population control, reducing the population number so that people are more easily controlled. The fewer, the more they can easily control, and thus they themselves get to ascend, in their mind, ascend as gods. Well, where does that come from? It comes from Genesis 3, the fall, the serpent, Satan possessing the serpent, tricking Adam and Eve into the fall, though they willingly did it of their own accord. They chose Satan's word and thus man's word above God's word. And that's where it's false. Man cannot become God. The New World Order is a counterfeit. Satan offers a counterfeit system of God's plan. So it's all very interesting stuff and very interesting topics. Hey, if we can use a anime reaction of an anime to teach on some subjects, hey, I'm fine with that. That's cool. For those who are interested in it and tolerant of such, I guess, sonky door with me. But anyhow, I've been rambling way too much. Those are for different videos on different channels of different topics. But anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for episode 3 of my Guilty Crown commentary at some point of the dub, and at some point we'll get to the live reaction of it in the final third or so. So I will see you up ahead, and do keep in mind I got typicals down below, including the playlist and donate that's available. Shameless plug, I know, but wouldn't mention it if I didn't have to. There's a reason people say this is available, that's available. It's a a way for folks to support, and lots of people worthy and trying to get where they want to be vloggers. So anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more Guilty Crown. Let me know what you thought of the episode, and do you love all the songs as well? They're absolutely beautiful singing. There's a couple different prominent Japanese singers that are, like the top notch. I love the soundtracks. I just love the singing. I love Japanese singing. Something about the, anime or just the Japanese singing, just something about it that's calming. Something about it that's calming. So, I don't know. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I will see you up ahead. Take her cool.